Big breaking news coming in. It's a sensational news break. Times Now has accessed income tax report on Uday Shankar Mahavar, the man who gave 1 crore rupees loan to Rahul Gandhi's Young Indian to take over Associated Journal Limited. Now, Times Now has accessed secrets of this Exhibit 22 submitted by the Income Tax Department to the Delhi High Court. An income tax report claims that Mahavar has confessed to Hawala deals. That is what the report says. Let's take a look at the exact findings of the income tax report on Uday Mahavar, which has been submitted to the Delhi High Court. Uday Shankar Mahavar in his statement said that he is an entry operator and he forms companies to provide accommodation entry in form of share capital and also bogus billing, etc. He formed more than 300 companies and sold them to beneficiaries after raising the bogus capital share. Now, it appears that as of now, most of the companies have been sold and real funds infused into them. So, the current directors or the shareholders of those companies are the real beneficiaries. Now, these are the excerpts from the income tax report on Mahavar, which has been submitted in the Delhi High Court. Let's go across to our senior editor, internal security, Nikunj Garg, to put things into perspective. Nikunj, we've accessed this particular document, the report of the income tax on Uday Mahavar, which also talks about his particular confession of forming shell companies and then selling them further. For the benefit of our viewers, put the things into perspective and help us understand कि इसका राहुल गांधी से और यंग इंडियन से किस तरह का कनेक्शन है, because there were alleged links, हवाला links, those accusations made by the BJP.
Well, yes, the income tax department, what principally it is saying, I mean, for just in the very simplistic terms, what it is trying to say to the court of law is that a company from which Mr. Rahul Gandhi purportedly took loan for the purposes of acquiring shares of Associated Journal through Young India is not a bona fide company. It's a dummy company. It's a shell company. It's in the league of the company which have been established by some surreptitiously by some fake individuals or individuals working through the fake names or dummy directors, as they are called in the business parlance, for merely for the establishing of the entry and exit route of finances through the channelizing of funds, just to show relatively regular financial flow in those companies which are actually dealing in no legitimate businesses but are merely fronting financial activity for parking and channelizing of funds. This is what income tax is principally trying to say. So they are saying that if it were to be a legitimate business function which would have lent some amount of money to Mr. Rahul Gandhi, probably our objection to the checks and the loan would not have been there. But since it is a dummy company, since it is a fake company established only for the purposes, like a shell company is only for the purposes of entries or fake entries, our objection to the entire transaction of acquiring of shares is graver, and this loan also looks fictitious in nature. That's of course a claim being made by the income tax department. Its adjudication will happen in a court of law, and courts finally, first the income tax appellate tribunal where the ITAT, where the High Court has told the Gandhis to go, and then the relevant courts, because the Gandhis will still have the recourse to appeal in a higher court, and the Supreme Court finally will decide whether that assertion of the income tax department is wholly true or not. Nonetheless, as of now, the tax department very clearly says that this company to them appears as a shell company, a bogus front, merely for parking and channelizing funds, just as multiple other fraudsters like Nirav Modi, Mehul Choksi, etc. have established on various accounts, and as has been revealed by the law enforcement agencies during their probe. It appears so, and therefore to the entire assessment of the income tax process, our objection to the entries of Mr. Rahul Gandhi are graver.
Nikunj, stay with us. Let's also go across to Meghna, who joins us from the newspit with more details. Meghna, this 1 crore loan is being called the ghost loan because there are details in the income tax report that point towards discrepancies. The approval of the loan was given on a plain paper, not even on the letterhead of the company. It did not have any name, any address of the lender.
Absolutely. In fact, what we've managed to access, this is an income tax report. This is the top secret report which has been submitted to the High Court as well. Times Now has managed to access this. This was a letter which was written by the income tax officer on 4th of December 2014, and the subject of this is very interesting. It says a survey report in the case of Uday Shankar Mahavar. This is the same man who has, remember, loaned 1 crore rupees to Rahul Gandhi. Very clearly, it first summarizes what happened during the course of their probe into this man's statement, into his tax returns. In fact, it goes on to say in his statement, Shri Uday Shankar Mahavar clearly stated that he is an entry operator. He forms companies to provide accommodation entry in the form of share capital, bogus billing, etc. He formed more than 300 companies and sold them to various beneficiaries after raising bogus share capital. It appears that as of now, most of the companies have been sold and the real companies are the real beneficiaries. In fact, Uday Shankar Mahavar has provided bogus accommodation of the share capital to various beneficiaries to the tune of 500 crore rupees. And of these real beneficiaries now, what the BJP is alleging is none other than Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, both of them with stakes in AJL and Young Indian.
Meghna, let us go back to Nikunj. In fact, Nikunj, the Gandhis approached the Delhi High Court questioning the intention of the Income Tax Department. But now, going by this particular document that we've accessed, a secret report, in fact, of the Income Tax Department clearly shows that there is more in this case than meets the eye.
Well, Swati, the fact is that it is always never prudent. It's always imprudent to challenge the intention of the tax department or the enforcement agencies. The point is that tomorrow, if the income tax department decides to open my tax returns, that's a fairly legitimate process. And if I have nothing to hide, let them do it 10 times. What is the issue? The problem is that if you have something which to you does not should not be in the public domain, the tax department may not necessarily think on those lines, or the enforcement agencies may not necessarily think on those lines. They will have a reasoning to give, of which, as I've always maintained, adjudication will happen in court of law. Like the Delhi High Court did the adjudication, said that this is a purely tax matter. Go to a relevant tax body. Go to the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal to put your grievances forward and let them decide. That is why tribunals are functional in this country on multiple issues. Income tax is one of them. So therefore, I would say that instead of questioning and alleging a political vendetta, any person, forget about Gandhis, tomorrow it can be ruling BJP politicians also. Ruling BJP politicians in the opposition have also faced income tax assessments or reassessments for that matter. The probe must be allowed to be conducted. Put your case in front of there are multiple bodies. After the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, the case will not end there. That will go up till the Supreme Court. And I'm quite sure that our judicial processes are so robust that if you do not get justice at one stage, at some stage you will certainly get justice. You will be heard completely. And for the people of the stature of Gandhis, that question mark should never be there in their minds.
All right. In fact, the IT department is relying on this particular information to claim that there was fraud indeed committed to take over AJL. Let's, in fact, take a look at the report which has been sent to us by Shreyasi. It's a ground report from Uday Shankar Mahavar's residence.
तो ये कंपनी उनका है कि अलग कंपनी है? रेंट में है। तो 2-3 साल पहले क्या यहाँ पे मतलब ये
3 साल पहले का हम नहीं बता सकते। हम 3 साल जा रहा है, 3 साल में उनको हम देखा भी नहीं,
क्योंकि यहाँ पे रेड्स हुआ था इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट का।
हम रेड हुआ, ऐसे वाला आदमी हो सकता है, रेड किया, लेकिन हमको ये पता नहीं कि उनको रेड।
तो यहाँ से उनका ऑफिस था या उनका परिवार?
नहीं बता सकते,
ये भी नहीं पता।
ये भी नहीं बता सकते। इतना भी मालूम है कि यहाँ कलकत्ता में लोग नहीं है, शिफ्ट कर गए हैं बॉम्बे, ये मालूम है।
All right, let's go back to Nikunj. Nikunj, the point that I was making before going across to that report from Shreyasi is that the Income Tax Department has not just submitted this particular report in the Delhi High Court, but is also relying upon this very information. Also, the confession of Mahavar to claim that there was fraud which was committed while taking over AJL. Of the 1 crore, 50 lakhs were used to again acquire 90 crore loan, which has been claimed as a bogus loan by the income tax.
Absolutely. And as I have again said that these are the assertions of a tax department. The tax department has a job to do, and that is the fair assessment of tax returns of all individuals in this country. Remember, the taxation processes are, in terms of revenue collection, bedrock of any civilized society. In Western democracies, this is considered to be, tax evasion is considered to be one of the most serious offenses, and individuals such as top sportspersons, kin, their family members have gone to jail for evading tax. So the income tax department will continue to do their job. And as I said, these are claims being made by them. Their adjudication will first happen in a tribunal. That is why the tribunals of income tax are set, so that the aggrieved citizens or companies or businesses can approach them. Gandhis, of course, chose to appear in front of a different forum. The High Court again has directed them back to the appellate tribunal. Tribunal will listen to all their grievances and will go through. It's a specialized body. At each step, they will evaluate the process that the Income Tax Investigation Department, which is called IT Directorate of Investigation, has put in place. If they find enough merit in the claims of the IT, and remember, income tax claims are compoundable offenses. You are not going to be put in jail in this country for income tax violations. You can always pay back. You can always pay with the retrospective effort also. Only thing is that you will be charged additional interest. So that's the position that
Absolutely. So the question
every
here is,
citizen
Nikunj,
faces.
is this
And
what the
Gandhi should
Gandhis
also
were trying to hide when they questioned the intention of the income tax department and took this matter to the Delhi High Court? We'll come back to this point and